content is just so good. Hey friends, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a super fun video, at least for me. I'm going to be sharing my favorite YouTubers, the ones that I watch like every day, every week. I am going to be splitting them up into a couple of different categories of like what I watch them for. That includes like fitness and health, just celebrities, just their overall lifestyle. They may help me with like YouTube inspiration, things like that, and then just a couple of like honorable mentions. If you stick around until the very end, I will be sharing my top 10 YouTubers that I watch like all the time, like almost every single day. Their videos are always in my watch later, and they are the ones that I am just like the most excited to see. Their names will not be shared in the other lists, so if you do want to hear about them, you definitely want to make sure you stay until the end. So with that being said, let's just go ahead, get right into this video because we have got quite the list. I would love it if you would comment down below. Let me know who's your favorite YouTuber. Is it somebody on this list? Is it somebody that I've never heard of before? I'm always looking to hear about new YouTubers, and I also would just love to like connect. Okay, let's get into this. So first off, I want to start with the fitness and health type YouTubers, or like at least that's what I watch them for. Kelty O'Connor. I started watching Kelty a couple of years ago. She does a lot of workout challenges, maybe some eating challenges. I think in the past she may have tried out like different celebrity diets, and that was something that you'll notice I was really into at that time. She's also just like so sweet, and you can really see her growth and development over the past few years, learning to love her body, have a good relationship with food in her body. She really encourages you to feel the same, and I just really appreciate that, and watching her videos is like a breath of fresh air. Not to mention she is also a fellow Canadian. Next is Natasha Ocean? I hope I'm saying that right. Same kind of thing. I feel very inspired by her What I Eat in a Day videos. Her training style is very unique, and she does a lot of things that I've never seen before and that I feel very intimidated by. But watching her again, she is just like a breath of fresh air. She's so inspiring. She has gone through her own struggle with disordered eating problems, as have I, and it's just really nice to hear from people who have gone through similar things to me and see them looking like they're living their best life. Another person is Sammy Clark. So she is a trainer, and she tends to train, it seems like she trains like models, like model type figures. So you'll see that she's doing a lot of lighter weight exercises, maybe a little bit of cardio mixed in, a lot of lengthening your muscle exercises and things like that. And I personally love those types of workouts, so that is how I started watching her. Also just flippin' stunning, and I'm pretty sure she's tall, and I'm fairly tall. I'm about 5'9", so I really love seeing people who are my height, so again I can feel like I relate to them a little bit more. Now this girl I've talked about on my channel before, Linda Sun. She is also a fellow Canadian, and this girl is just like an anomaly. It's amazing. She has dealt with her own struggles with eating before as well, and you can just see that she is just like a completely different person. She's really learning to love her body, love what it does. She loves working out, like loves it, like she does it almost every single day, and you can tell that she just like craves it. She really enjoys it. I actually started watching her videos because she reviews a lot of other fitness accounts and does their workout challenges and reviews them. That's how I found Lily Sabri, which I have a couple videos of trying out her workout challenges. Also, Linda has unbelievable editing skills, and not to mention I'm pretty sure she's a full-time student. How are you doing all of this at the same time? Plus it's super cute that she lives with her family. I love seeing her mom and her dad work out with her and the food they make together. It's just like such a good vibe when you're watching her videos. Another girl is Molly Bailey. I usually watch her What I Eat in a Days. I just feel like she has some really good ideas, and I really like that she uses like actual food. Like you very rarely see her using like superfood type things or like substitutes for things. A really big one on my list is Love Sweat Fitness. Love Sweat Fitness is one of the first accounts that I ever followed or subscribed to on YouTube. I can't remember how I found her, but I remember being in a very dark place. I was very down about my body. That was my first like large weight gain, and I just needed a solution. I needed to figure out something, and I found her channel. She has lost like 45 pounds and she's kept it off. She ended up becoming a trainer, and she is also just like a ray of sunshine. She is so fun. I love her aesthetic. She's very like girly and feminine, and I definitely have that side of me where I like want to see like flamingos and pineapples and pink and blues and all that kind of stuff everywhere, palm trees and whatever, and she definitely brings that for me, which I really appreciate. It's also been really fun to see her lately open up a lot more. She's been a lot more like open and honest about her journey and what she's like actually gone through, and sitting down and sharing personal things. Another one, this is a smaller YouTuber that you may never have heard of. If you have, good for her, that's amazing. Her name is Birdsell Hill. She is somebody, I can't even remember how I found her. I don't know if it was on YouTube on suggested or Instagram or what, but she is, I think, about my height, if not like maybe a little bit taller. She's about the same weight as me, which, like I said, love to see people who look like me and have like the same size and shape as me. And she has lost like about 100 pounds, and she's been sharing like through Instagram stories and YouTube videos like what she'll eat, the struggles that she goes through with like binge eating and all that kind of stuff. And it's just been very interesting because it feels like a real person, like not exactly like a big produced person who's already been through the journey and is just sharing the tips at the end of it after they've gone through the process. It's really cool to watch her go through like her ups and downs. Amy Macedo is another creator from Toronto, the Toronto area. She really helped me normalize food. I know that she's really big on like beauty, and she does incredible makeup. She does a lot of tutorials and get ready with me's, chit chats and things like that, but she also shares like her weight loss journey and her what I eat in a days, and she's another person that really normalized food for me. Like the second that I saw Amy eating actual tortillas and eating like chicken tacos with like a frozen chicken tender, that was the moment that I started to normalize food and realize that these types of foods are okay for me. Mariana Dvorska, I think I'm saying that right. She's also struggled with binge eating, and she also went through quite a weight loss journey. She was one of like the Gymshark athletes up until recently, and so obviously her figure is insane. She lifts a lot of weights. She became very popular and known for her workouts, and she has something called Munchie Mondays where every Monday she posts what I eat in a day, and I got very attached to those for a little bit. I was watching every single Monday. Okay, now just a couple of like celebrities that like you may have heard of that I follow. So there was a point in time where I was very obsessed with the Victoria's Secret Angels. Like I said, I was in a very dark place. I was very obsessed with changing my body and trying to be like the healthiest person in the whole world. But from that, I did start following a lot of the angels, a lot of models. One of those is Devin Windsor. She was like a big Victoria's Secret angel. I love watching her channel because she does a lot of behind the scenes. She shares a lot of like the lifestyle. She also really loves to cook and eat. I love her balance between like real, like authentic cooking with oils and fats and creams, and then also she shares some like model workouts, which I like. Another one is Emily DiDonato. She is not a Victoria's Secret angel, but she is a very big model. You have probably seen her face in many stores. She is all over the place, but she is just like, she seems like just like the sweetest person in the world. She's probably one of the first female crushes I've ever had. Like looking at her face on that packaging, on those posters, I knew that's what I wanted to be when I grew up. And so it's really cool now that I get to watch her on YouTube. I get to see like what she eats in a day, what she does in a day, behind the scenes of some of her shoots and things like that. And she just seems so humble. And she also just started a skincare line. And then, not necessarily a model, but an actress, Madeleine Petsch. You may know her from Riverdale.
Hey guys, it's Madeleine.
Her channel is so fun. She shares like BTS for Riverdale, which I'm wanting to act myself. I love seeing like what actually goes on behind the scenes and just kind of what the life of an actor looks like. Now some lifestyle channels that I watch just because I really enjoy them. Like maybe I think they're really aesthetic, maybe they're really entertaining to watch, maybe they give out really good tips, or there's just like a bunch of things that they do and I'll just watch like anything that they put out. Blair Walnuts. She is just one of the most like unique people I have ever watched on YouTube. Her humor is so strange. If you watch Blair Walnuts, you totally know what I'm talking about.
This is the perfect ring size for me, hee hee.
But she also does a lot of like eating like certain celebrity videos and challenges and things like that. But I mainly just watch for her like bizarre personality. Morgan Yates. I love watching Morgan. I used to watch her a lot for like her travel content. She does a lot of trips with like Kentucky or just trips on her own. She is so aesthetic. Like, I don't know how she does it, but but just everything she puts out is just so satisfying to look at. Her thumbnails are incredible, and just her content is just so good. Every year she posts a 1 second a day for a year video, which is really cool to watch. She's just so creative, but I also really love her tips videos and her challenges. Like, she'll do like 30-day boxing challenges. She just finished a 1 mile a day for 30 days challenge, which was interesting to watch. Taylor King, TK's Juicy Vlogs. Taylor King, another anomaly. She is really cool to watch because she works for Alicia Marie, which is a very well-known YouTuber in the lifestyle space, so we get to see kind of some behind the scenes of Alicia Marie, what it is like to work for her. And then it's also really cool because TK also has her own brand now, so she does her own videos, she has a podcast, she's doing so many projects. It's like really cool to see her mind and how it works and how hard she works and what that actually looks like. Like, it's not all just like social media beautiful and all that kind of stuff. Like, she works pretty long hours to be able to get everything done for herself and for her boss. She also gives me a lot of really good inspo for YouTube as well. Shelby Church, she seems to be friends with a lot of these people that I'm talking about, which I love seeing. I'm pretty sure that's how I started watching her. She's probably a collab in like Morgan Yates' video or somebody else's video. I mainly watch her vlogs. She recently got a jaw surgery, which is very interesting to follow along and watch. And then she also bought a house in Palm Springs with her sister, Monica Church, and they are totally renovating it and redoing it, and they're going to be putting it up as an Airbnb. So I've just been like really fascinated by this process. But she also does have a main channel where she posts a lot of very well done and informative videos about many topics like motivation. She talks a lot about her Tesla. She's recently started to get a little bit more into investing and things like that, so definitely check her out. Renee Amberg is she just seems like very sweet. She lives in like a high-rise building in New York City. It's really cool to watch her videos. Again, very aesthetic, seems to be a theme for me. I originally started following her because she does like a lot of tips videos, like how to like get over anxiety, how to manifest and attract anything, a lot of law of attraction, just a lot of lifestyle content and things like that. Janine Amapola just moved back to Dallas, Texas from Los Angeles, but for this whole time that I've been watching her, she's been based in Los Angeles. And again, just another like aesthetic lifestyle account that's just like entertaining to watch. It's just really, I don't know why, like why is it so fascinating to watch people just go through their regular lives? Like, you watch them work out, try on Fabletics, what they eat in a day, that kind of thing. I don't know, she's just one of those people for me. All right, 2 categories left, and then we will be on to my top 10. There are a couple accounts that I watch just for like YouTube tips and inspiration. Catherine Manning, previously known as the Content Bug, is #1 for this. She has taught me almost everything that I know about YouTube. I have grown and learned so much from her, and I feel like I'm just learning every single time I watch her videos. She also has a vlog channel now, which is really cool for her too. Natalie Barbu is another one. She shares really good like YouTube tips, business savvy type tips, just tips in general, and she's just like super inspiring to see the type of life that you could live as a YouTuber. And Sadie Aldies, she's another Canadian. She just moved to Toronto recently. She's younger than me, I think maybe like 18 or 19, and I'm like gonna be 24 this year, or I'm gonna be 25 this year. No, last year doesn't count, like that's not even fair. But anyways, it is nice to watch somebody who's a bit younger than me, who has a different perspective. She's also very aesthetic. She also shares a lot of tips, and then also just her day-to-day is interesting as well. A couple of honorable mentions, not necessarily people that I watch 24/7, but that are just like fun for me to watch. Mr. Beast, obviously. So cool to watch him put all of this money into other people. He sometimes gives it to his friends, sometimes just unsuspecting like strangers. It's really cool to see. Laura DIY, she's a huge name in the YouTube industry. I don't watch her that much, but I have been watching her new content more recently. She's been posting things like a video where she painted while she was drunk and then painted while she was high and compared, and that was very interesting to see. And she's been going through this process of trying to come out of the like DIY like kids zone type content, so it's kind of fun to like watch her content like growing up and things like that. Brie Larson, another celebrity one I guess I could have included. I watch her sometimes. She started a YouTube channel this past year, and she actually just did a Q&A about Captain Marvel, and again, she's an actor, and I just love hearing anything that I can about acting and what it's like to actually be like on set, actually working. And the last person, you've probably never ever heard of her before, but I hope that you go check out her channel. Her name is Joanne Sicard. So Joanne is a medium. I've actually gone to see her before and I loved every experience of it. It was a couple years ago and I would love to go again. And she does do phone call readings and things like that, so you can definitely check her out that way. But she actually does like weekly and monthly like horoscope readings. She reads cards and really find those interesting. I think horoscopes are just fun. No matter what you believe in, they're just fun. It's like they can be hopeful and I love that. Alright, now for my top 10 and then we're done here. These are in no particular order. These are just the top 10 YouTubers that I watch like anytime they post a video, no matter what it is. Of course, Miss Romy Ashton / remlife. She has a main channel and a vlog channel. I just love her. I started following her again around the same time a few years ago as some of these other YouTubers, and she was going through her health journey and she lost like a lot of weight. And so I watched her through that and that was like very motivating and inspiring. And then now she's just bought a house. She like completely did her house up, which was so fun to watch. And I also love it because she's actually going through a journey right now where she is acknowledging that some of the health journey that she had a couple of years ago wasn't as healthy as she thought it was, and she realizes that now and she's going through a process of really learning what actually is healthy for her and learning the balance of things. I feel like I'm growing with her and learning with her, and I think that's just like a natural part of life. You don't know what you don't know. She's learning and growing from it, and I think that's awesome. Now, Alicia Marie is one of Remy's best friends, so naturally I gravitated towards watching her account. Alicia is literal YouTuber goals. She's like the queen of YouTube. She is so aesthetic. She is so cool. I feel like she does things that I would never think to do. She has a couple of roommates, which is really cool. She gives a lot of tips for having your own YouTube channel, and just her lifestyle in general is interesting to watch. Sam Oscrawl is another really big one for me. I just loved her eating like a celebrity challenges, and then now her own What I Eat in a Days. She does a lot of law of attraction, which I really love, and that has actually made me become like pretty spiritual myself. And now she has an adorable little baby that I think is like 7 months old, Violet, Vi. And I love watching like their family life on Instagram stories and on her YouTube channel. Tara Michelle is one of my like favorite YouTubers. I watch her literally like the 3 times a week that she uploads. I don't know what it is, but something about her, like you can literally just watch her color. Like, she thinks that she's so boring and she has nothing going on and that she's so repetitive, but somehow all of us that watch her are just like, no girl, like we're fine. Like, is that creepy? I don't know. It's so weird. I did start following her when she lived in LA. She recently bought a house in LA and totally renovated that, which has been very entertaining for me. I would love to live in California one day. That's like my ultimate manifestation. And to see her put together her home, and it just felt like such beachy girl vibes, and I just loved every second of it. But funny enough, she actually is from Toronto and she just moved back to Toronto. So it's actually been kind of crazy to see her showing pictures of like the same sky that I'm seeing at the same time, and just knowing that she's in the area and seeing cool places that I should go try because she went and tried it. It's just kind of fun. Sarah's Day. Love her vibe. She feels like the health queen. She has this whole slogan of act confident and no one will question you, and I love that. She is from Australia, and again, love that vibe. Very like beachy, coastal. She's like go with the flow, fitness. She has a dog named Abby. Why does everyone name their dogs Abby? Sana Vloot is another model. I started following her around the same time as the other models. Just love, again, seeing the behind the scenes of things. She also cooks a lot as well. I love her What I Eat in a Days. She is now, I believe, like a certified Pilates instructor, and I love that. And I do a lot of those videos from her as well. Woo, I'm running out of steam here, you guys. Just a couple more. Okay, Stephanie Buttermore, love her. You may know her for her famous like cheat days where she can just like eat insane amounts of food, but she actually went on an all-in journey where she was actually fixing her extreme hunger. She went through a little bit of a weight gain, and now she's been teaching us about how she's like normalized food for herself, and she eats like a regular amount of food, whatever that is for her, and she's actually writing a book. So every time she puts out a video, I'm just so excited to hear what else she's learned and like apply it to my life. Mari Llewellyn is another one who has gone through a fitness journey herself. She lost quite a bit of weight, and now her and her boyfriend Greg, or fiance Greg, they've started a couple of businesses that are very successful. They're doing very well. I've bought a couple of their products and I absolutely love them. And she does also talk a lot about her mental health struggles. She's just like super relatable, which I really appreciate. And again, she's tall. Last to Whitney Simmons, of course. If you don't follow Whitney Simmons, what are you doing? She goes on her Instagram stories quite regularly. She like literally threatens you into having a good day. And I love that. And her thing is, it's a beautiful day to be alive. She went to a very dark place a couple of years ago, and fitness was her like escape and her like therapy. Now she preaches a healthy and sustainable way of eating and living and exercising. Her personality is just like next level. She is so funny, and like the words she says and the way she says it, I don't know, but every second that you watch of her, you will be entertained. And last but not least, Romy Stride. She is again a Victoria's Secret angel. Started following her at the same time as everybody else. She's just stunning. I loved watching her behind the scenes videos. She was one of the first of the models to start a YouTube channel and make it a really big thing, but it's been really cool to see her collab with other models, see her workouts, see what she eats, see the lifestyle of flying back and forth. I also love that she works with her boyfriend, Lawrence. Chris loves Lawrence. And it's really cool to see that he's kind of like her manager, that they work together. That's like the dream situation for me. I would absolutely love to work with my partner. I'm very lucky that we have a very good relationship and we don't get sick of each other, and we communicate really, really well together. We've had like over 7 years to practice, so yeah, I would absolutely love that. But all right, so that is my full list. I just talked for like an hour. I'm exhausted. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like wiggling around in my seat. I'm trying to catch my breath. These are almost all of the YouTubers that I watch on a very regular basis. I realize now that that sounds insane because that was almost 30. Obviously I don't watch them every single day. I really watch like maybe like 3 to 4 YouTube videos a day. Like I said, I started watching YouTube when I was in a pretty like dark place. I was very uncomfortable with myself. I didn't really know what I wanted out of life. I felt very like stuck and trapped. And a lot of these people really, really helped me come out of that place. I've learned so much about my body, so much about like the world, about life, about other people, what they do. And again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of these lovely people showing me that like if they can do it, then I can do it too. And here I am. I'm on YouTube. I'm talking to you guys. I'm so grateful because doing YouTube has been an amazing hobby and distraction this past year. I don't know what I would have done or where I would be today if I wasn't watching YouTube and creating content for YouTube. I don't even want to think about what that would be like because it probably would not be good. So again, very grateful for all of these YouTubers and this platform in general. So grateful for all of you being here watching me. This has been so fun. I cannot tell you how fun it's been having random people messaging me on Instagram, talking to me about how they watch my video, and then we're forming like relationships and we're talking and connecting, and that is just probably one of the coolest things in the entire world. So again, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, definitely make sure you give it a thumbs up because it really helps out my channel. And like I said before, comment down below who are your favorite YouTubers, who should I watch that I missed. I will see you back here on Tuesday for my weekly What I Eat in a Day.